Housing Visions Unlimited is a not-for-profit affordable housing developer, general contractor, and property manager with an emphasis on neighborhood revitalization activities. Housing Visions partners with local communities to drive positive neighborhood change by identifying areas where we can utilize affordable housing as a tool for revitalization. There's a tremendous need nationwide for affordable rental housing. I don't see that demand softening. With the arrival of Micron here in central New York, we know we're going to play a key piece. We're on the precipice of really high rents here, and for some families that already can't afford to live here, it's only going to get more expensive. And so one of the ways that we Housing Visions can work is to build as many housing units as quickly as we can. It's going to take a lot of dedication. The funding is very tight to do our type of development, but it's something we are committed to as an organization. CNY Fair Housing and Housing Visions, we work at different parts of it. They want to ensure that fair housing rules are enforced. As a property manager, we do work. Sometimes the cases arise where we want to make sure that everybody's following the right rules and doing what it was. We've got a good collaborative track record. Fair Housing provides our staff with fair housing training, which is critically important for our front-facing employees that we have here. But really, Housing Visions is a provider of housing. CNY Fair Housing is really providing the oversight to the larger community of which we are Housing Visions is part of.
I'm Sally Santangelo. I'm the Executive Director of CNY Fair Housing. So CNY Fair Housing works to eliminate housing discrimination and promote housing opportunity more broadly. We want to make sure that people aren't denied housing illegally and that they have increased housing options in the community. CNY Fair Housing does a lot of policy advocacy to make sure that there are options for folks, that there are, that we're building enough housing, that we're building affordable housing, accessible housing. CNY Fair Housing provides a lot of services for victims of housing discrimination, including investigations, where we work to try to identify what's happening. We try to compile evidence of discrimination if a person's experienced it. We do a lot of counseling and advocacy, particularly around for reasonable accommodations for people with disabilities and to make sure they have the full use of their housing. And then we, when needed, provide legal representation to individuals, and we provide that regardless of income. One of the challenges we're facing right now as a community is this affordable housing crisis. Folks are really struggling to find housing, both in terms of affordable housing as well as homeowners. And we're facing one of the hottest rental markets in central New York right now. And people are really struggling. And so, we want to work to make sure people have access to housing. We want to make sure that there's enough housing getting built so that people have choices on where to live.